Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm showing you my 3D swaps for Stampin' Up Onstage Live over in Auckland, New Zealand. These are tea pouches. There are 6 variations in front of you right now, and I'm making a 7th. Now it's using the Garden Impressions Designer Series paper, which is absolutely beautiful. It has so many different colours in it that it just made it so easy to make these pouches. So I'm going to bring the supplies in. We have the Garden Impressions 6x6 Designer Series paper. And what I really like about these is we're using 3x3 squares. So for each 6x6 piece, we're getting 4 of these treat pouches. The stamp sets that we're using are varied vases for the hello. And I'm also using the Wonderful Romance framelits. And we're using... We're already die cut already, but we're using the leaf die cut. Inside the tree pouch, I've got the Twinings Australian Afternoon Tea. These come individually wrapped, which are perfect for this treat pouch. I have some black baker's twine, and in these I've used Whisper White baker's twine as well as the Night of Navy baker's twine. So I've used 3 different twines depending on the colours. Today we have Calypso Coral ink. I'm also using the 1 1/8 punch and the 1 3/8 scallop punches. I have my kit here ready to go, and all the measurements and supplies can be found over on my blog. The link is in the description of this video. There's also a link to my online store. If you live in Australia and you would like to purchase Stampin' Up supplies, I would love to be your demonstrator. I also have Inky Rewards. It's a new rewards program for my customers. For every $50 you'll get an ink spot, and once you've reached 10 ink spots you're going to get $50 off, so which is a really great reward. We have Calypso Coral card. We have a piece of the Designer Series paper, the Garden Impressions, a piece of Whisper White, and also a piece of another piece of Calypso Coral. So let's get this all started. I'm going to move these all out of the road. So the treat pouch cardstock measures 10 by 3.5, and I'm going to bring my trimmer in because we're going to do some scoring. So on the 10-inch side, we're going to score at 3 3/8. And the next one's going to be at 6 3/4. Let's move that over to there. Now I'm just going to fold and burnish on those marks. Now you're going to see that one line's up right on that score line, and then the other one is a little bit short. So this is going to be our treat pouch. So if I just bring one in and quickly show you, so let's open it up. We have the bottom of the treat pouch here and it opens up. So what we need to do is we're going to cut from this corner down to this corner, so and then chop that off. So let's run that in. I'm going to line the top of this score line with the cutting guide, and then our corner down here with our cutting guide. So let's line those two up. I'm going to bring my my cutting blade in and just chop that straight off. There we go. And there we have our treat pouch. So to close up our treat pouch, I'm using some tear and tape. So I'm just going to run a bit of tear and tape along the bottom there. And this is such good adhesive, it's not going to go anywhere. And we're just going to line that up and push down. Okay. So let's start decorating this treat pouch. So we have our Designer Series paper, and it's just going to go straight on top. So let's bring in some glue. I have some Tombow multi-adhesive Tombow Mono multi-adhesive. And I'm just going to place that down. Now one of the reasons why I actually picked this designer series paper, because there was so many coordinating colours to pick from. Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, Melon Mumbo, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Petal Pink, Powder Pink, Soft Sea Foam, So Saffron, Shaded Spruce and Whisper White. This has got such a great range of colours. Okay, so we have our designer series paper down. Let's bring in our pieces of Whisper White and Calypso Coral, and we're going to do our stamping. So I have my Hello and I've got my Calypso Coral. Just bring another one in so we can see what we're doing. So let's stamp that Hello. There we go. So there's not a lot to this tree patch, it's quick and easy to put together. We're using the 1 1/8 scallop punch, and we're just going to punch that one out. And I'm using the 1 3/8 inch scallop punch, and we're going to punch one of those out in the Calypso Coral. This one's going to be popped up with a dimensional, so I'm just going to pop a dimensional under there. I'm also going to bring some rhinestones in to attach. We need 3, so I have a larger one and then 2 smaller ones. And I thought this just gave a little bit of added bling to it. So this is one I did before. We took the leaf punch from the Wonderful Romance die set, and I just ran that through the Big Shot. Pull that out, and that gives some really great detail there. I'm going to pop this on the back here, and while I have my tear and tape out, I'm just going to use it. Taking that tear and tape backing off, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of extra adhesive with the Tombow glue on those leaves and all the way around. And pop that down in the middle. And I just have an old hole punch that I'm just going to bring in and place a hole in the middle. Okay. And I'm going to use some black baker's twine to create, stick one of those afternoon tea pouches in. And then we're just going to tie a little bow on the side. So these are pretty quick, pretty easy. Not a lot to them, but I hope the ladies love them. And I hope they're international ladies, because I don't know whether the Australian ladies will get that big of a kick out of it. Okay. Okay, and that's what we're left with. Let's bring in all our other ones. There's our Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear any comments you have. Until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.